it's Yvonne, and welcome to Having You On. Who are you looking at? You're looking at my little knight right there. It is little Marty, and the reason I'm looking at Marty today is because I'm doing a request video by Nicole's Little Ones. If you haven't checked out her channel, I have her link down below to her channel. And the reason I'm showing Marty is I'm actually going to be showing you twins. Twins that I have. They're both custom made, and I think I last had them together a couple of years ago. Yeah, talking about their genetic condition, which they have. Had a artist recreate for me for both twins. Two separate artists had created these twins for me. And first you're looking at the Gabriel sculpt. And this is little Marty to me. He's named after a very good friend that I had in second grade. That's right, second grade. And I still remembered, I probably should have married him. If I had known him later in life, I would have just married him. I just love Marty. So I named my little guy Marty. And I have another little guy, his twin, which is the Gina sculpt. And I'm also going to participate in Theme Thursday by Lucky Ducky. Yes, Lucky Ducky. Amy has picked for us this week green. And let's see, how many more things can I do? Oh yes, Leslie Solomon had asked a question about how do you dress your twin babies, and she wanted to know, do you dress them exactly the same or different or in between? And since I have twin boys, I thought I would participate in answering this question as well as doing Theme Thursday and the request video for Nicole's Little Ones all at once. First of all, he is a baby. Well, he's not really a baby, you know, he's a reborn doll, but he's a baby representing albinism. And I want to clarify, the albinism community would prefer that you call their condition albinism. Humans don't like to be called albinos. No, you can call animals that, but not humans. So I want to clarify that. So I'm going to go ahead and explain to you what type of albinism Marty has. There's 4 different types. Did you know that? There's 4 different types of albinism. Marty is representing OC1, which is ocutaneous albinism, which affects eyes, hair, and skin. So even the eyelashes of Marty are white because it is lack of pigment, and it's lack of pigment over the entire body, not the inside. But it also affects the inside of the ear canal as well. So let's see. OC1. There's OC2 and then there's 3, and then the last one is ocular albinism, which pretty much just affects the eyes. And let's say someone in the family, they come from a family where they have darker skin. Well, the family member with ocular albinism will have a little bit lighter skin, and if the other family members may have dark brown hair or even black hair, their hair would be a lighter brown. So that's the only identifier in ocular albinism. You wouldn't be able to tell somebody had ocular albinism just by looking at them, but you could tell ocutaneous albinism by looking at someone because they're missing pigment. And little Marty has white hair and very fair skin. He does have blue eyes, just in case you were wondering, does he have pink eyes? That is not the norm for people with albinism. More likely they have blue or gray eyes. I'm going to dress. I'm going to dress cute little Marty. I'm going to keep this little poo onesie on him. What are you looking at over here? I'll talk about how albinism affects the eyes as well. What happens is, because the lack of pigment is very similar to the mirror, you're looking at a mirror where the silver isn't all there, and also too much light gets into their eyes because they don't have pigment to stop the light from coming in, and I would compare it. Oh, I'm going to dress him in this cute little knight in shining armor. Yes, and it's green for Theme Thursday. All at once, because he's my little knight. I'm also going to do my, oh, he's so sweet. Look at him. So where was I? I was talking about the eyes. Okay. Most people with albinism are legally blind. But that doesn't mean that they can't see. What it means is too much light is coming in. Of course, they're missing pigment. So they also have what's called nystagmus. And nystagmus is a rapid eye movement from side to side. They don't see the rapid movement of images from side to side, but you will see it in their eyes, especially when they're tired. And having difficulty getting your fingers through. Yes, little Marty likes to grab on. There we go. I got his little arm through. This might be a little bit tight. It's a newborn size. All right, there he is. There he is. So, well, I was talking about the eyes. Where was I? So, oh yeah, nystagmus. Okay, okay. As you know, we're all hunters and gatherers. That's what humans were, and our eyes were designed to follow movement, and many people who play sports will do that. And people with albinism, their mind is trying to tell them, send me input, send me input, send me input, and the eyes will constantly rock back and forth searching for input for the brain. And so that's what nystagmus is all about. That's what's happening. But the path of the brain that takes in following movement is taken over by people with albinism to search for an image. So I don't know if that's kind of hard to describe, but they can't track a ball because the part of the brain that's taught to track a ball or anything is taken over with trying to get an image. So that doesn't mean that they can't do sports, but it's a little bit harder to do sports. There are people with albinism that do sports and they do it well, but nystagmus gets in the way often. So there's my little cutie there, and I happened to find, oh, I wanted to tell you about this outfit. I happened to find this at the thrift store today, and it's that little Just When You Carters that was at Target, and it was a whole set. I really wanted it, but they just wanted too much for it, and I just thought, oh, I'll just wait for it to be on sale. And then I went back and it was all gone, and I was lucky enough today to get the set. I did, well, pretty much the set. I got the two onesies, and that's what I'm going to dress my twins in. And I decided I'm going to put little gray pants, silvery gray pants on Marty to go with a knight in shining armor on his green shirt with little stripies in there. So that's pretty much how what albinism looks like. It affects people from around the world. It doesn't matter what part of the world you're in. However, if you're in a part of the world where it's more isolated, there's less modes of transportation, you'll see more cases of albinism. And you're going to say, well, what causes albinism? Well, albinism is a recessive gene which travels from generation to generation, and and you have to have, the mom and the dad both have to have the recessive gene in order for a child with albinism to be born. However, you know, it's like not all the time. They can have many children and only one child with albinism. And and it's also not necessary for two people with albinism to get married and then have a child. Their child wouldn't necessarily have albinism because it's a recessive gene. Sometimes it pops up, sometimes it doesn't. Oh yeah, the different variations of albinism. You may see type 2, where somebody might have sort of, I guess to describe it, sort of a yellowy orange hair. They may have some pigment in there, and that's what type 2 looks like. Yeah, so that's how it affects vision. You're going to say, well, what about the sunlight? Yes, too much sunlight gets into the eyes, and yes, of course, without pigment, sunscreen is a necessity because there's no protection from the sun. And you're going to say, well, you've seen Marty. Where's his twin? Okay, his twin's coming up, but I have to take Marty away in order to put his twin down. Oh, like a real mom, I can handle both at the same time. Of course I can. Of course I can handle twins. Okay, here we go. We're going to scoop up Marty and present to you his little twin brother. Here we go. Here we go, little Marty. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Here we are. And this is Ian. Of course, you can't see. I have to put Marty down because now I have no hands. Yeah. There we go. I put Marty in the crib. Oh, look. There is Ian. There's Ian. And he's the sleeping twin to the Gabriel sculpt. He is Gina. But his name is Ian to me because he's a boy. And I had him made by a different artist. And she did him just a little bit different. Again, he has the white hair. He has white eyelashes. He has white eyelashes. And he is very fair pigmented, or lack of pigment, and he does have a lot of pink in his cheeks. Very, very sweet. Very, very sweet. Sleeping baby. He's a sleeping one. Yeah, I just love him. And he's a little chunker compared to Marty. But I guess that happens with twins. One's a little bit chunkier than the other. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. And again, this is for Leslie Solomon. She wanted to know how you dress your twin babies. Well, how I dress my twin babies is I like to take a set and break it up. Like one twin will get this and the other twin will get this part of the outfit. That's normally how I do it. Every now and then I do find, or I'll buy two of the same outfit, but I don't do that as often as I would buy a set. So, and then I found this one today is Mommy's Knight in Shining Armor. It has a dragon on it and the little knight. And this one I really, really wanted. And it's really nice because it's embroidered. And I just love the tactileness of feeling the embroidered rather than the printed on items. Okay, I have to get him completely out of this woodland outfit where he has a little bib with a little fox and a squirrel. Tinker nuts. Yes, it is a fall outfit. I'll have to set it aside because fall is coming. Yeah, so cute. So cute he is. He keeps looking up because he is a chunky monkey. He is look at it. Look at his tummy. He's so chunky. And he is a heavy dude too. He is. He is so sweet. He has different ears than the Gabriel sculpt. I just noticed that his right ear has a little bit more of a crease in it than the other one does. I don't know if you can see his ear, but see, it's a little bit different. And are his hands the same? Because I was told by another collector that the hands are different. Yes, the hands are different. I don't know if I have, because I may have asked the artist to put the Marty one with open hands. I don't know. I don't know if I have the right limbs on them or not, but I just thought they were so sweet. I have to keep my camera like this because over here in this corner over here is something I don't want you to see yet. So I try really hard not to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and dress little Ian. I just love little Ian. And he's newborn size, but he's a little bit more of a chunky monkey. So let me get this on him. I love it. Mommy's Knight in Shining Armor. There we go. And it does have a little touch of green in it. And I searched for green pants in my dolly wardrobe. And I don't have green pants, but I do have, green striped pants. But then they had brown in it. I thought brown doesn't go with the colors in this shirt. So I just thought, okay, it'll be okay. And it's a little bit tight. He does have a birthmark right here. That's what you're looking at. He does have a birthmark. Yeah, he does. Because he is a custom baby. He is. So he has a little bit more things I asked the artist to add. He is so chunky, and he is not cooperating because he's so chunky. There we go. Can you see him? I hope so. He is just, he probably will cry in a minute if I'm not careful. You know how that happens. Okay, here we go. All right. What is happening in my nursery? Well, the item that came is assembled now, and I had to do some sewing for it. And I'm waiting for one more item to arrive, so that's why I'm not showing you yet. So please continue to be patient, and I will show you. I can't wait to show you. So there is cute little Ian. Look at him! Like I said, he is such a chunky tummy. Look at his chunky, chunky, chunky tummy. Do you need a passy? Do you? Well, I have this cute little knight in shining armor passy, and I just thought it would be so cute with a little outfit. So cute. This is from Connie Klein. Isn't that sweet? And he doesn't have any pants. And I know you can't see his lower half because I can't show you, because right over there is the surprise. So I'm going to go ahead and dress him in these light gray pants to kind of take in the lettering that's on the shirt for Knight in Shining Armor. So that's what I do with my twins, how I dress them. I try to find a set, and then I break up the set. I started doing that when I had twin girls. I no longer have twin girls, so I will do that with my boys. But I do have more identical sets for my boys than I do girls. And I don't have any twin girls at this time, but if I did, I have some outfits that I would be breaking up. Yeah, so he's so cute. Look at him. So I'm going to put my two twins together for you to see. Come with me. Here are my sweet knights in shining armor. There they are together. Well, luckily they only had to fend off friendly dragons today, but there are fierce and mean dragons out there. But I am so glad that I have such strong knights in shining armor to protect me. And I wanted to thank Nicole, Nicole's little ones, for asking me to do a video about some babies I have with a vision impairment. And it's very important for me to share information I can about albinism. If you'd like to know more about albinism, you can check out their site. It's national organization. It's actually NOAA. That's the shorthand for it. Or yeah, National Organization for People with Albinism and Hyperpigmentation. Go check them out. Learn a little bit more. And let's see, I want to thank Leslie for bringing this tag question up about how you dress your twin babies, and it gave me a good opportunity. And of course, I have to thank Amy for having Theme Thursday always. Thank you, Amy. It brings us together and allows us to share our babies, and it's always fun to do. Yeah. I'm Yvonne, and thank you for watching Having You On. That's all for now. Please subscribe for more because you want to see what is happening in that nursery. I have more news to share as well, so yeah, stay tuned. Yeah, the Reborn Feel Good channel. That's all for now.